All right, if you can hear me, please let me know. All right, if you can hear me, please let me know. All right, so I guess sorry about that. I guess the last video that I did, um, there was no volume. Uh, you guys said that you couldn't hear me, so I'm redoing this again, um, to go back over what I was saying. All right, so basically, the last video that I did, I showed you guys me purchasing some KBC Bitcoin, and right now KBC is down about 43% for the month. Um, and I wanted to take advantage of that to be able to get more Bitcoin, uh, because of, I just feel Bitcoin is going to make a great move, and I want to be able to profit from that. And right now, the price of KBC is less than 2 cents, and I can get a whole bunch of it and be able to grab a good enough profit off of it, by selling it off with Bitcoin. So what I did was I purchased KBC. If we come back here, I purchased it on the 4th of October at 265 Satoshis. And I'm now selling it, okay, at 328 Satoshis, which will come back over here and I'll show you the reason why I'm doing that. Let's go back to hit BTC, KBC, Bitcoin. All right, go over here to here. All right, and let's just go ahead and do all of this once again. Delete. All right, so if we look at KBC, okay, and we come over here to our RSI, let me get rid of this. We notice that it's oversold, okay? A lot of people have sold off a lot of it, a lot of it. So it's below the 30 on the RSI. And for those of you that have taken my class and I've showed you the RSI and Bollinger Band, as you can see here, okay, you can see that it's below that bottom band, telling me that the price is at a rock bottom price, and that um, there's a good chance that the price will go back up. Now, if we look at previous history, if we look, I'm on the 1 day chart. So that means each one of these candles represents 1 day. Um, and if you look at previous history, when KBC is below this 30 RSI, it makes good enough moves, especially back here. It makes good enough moves for me to be able to profit. So what I did was I brought up simple support and resistance, but I also used the Fibonacci, okay? And the um I used the actual harmonic, okay? This is what we call a harmonic pattern. All right, so we have a harmonic pattern here. We got one here. We got one here. We got one here. And then we got one here. All right, that's one. Then we also have, okay, you got your D to here, to here, to here, to here. This is the move that we want to look at. And this is why I made the decision. This is the move that I am looking at right here in the long term. We got here a strong move, X to A. We got a strong move, all right, as you were. Let me erase that. So we have your M pattern here, but we also have All right, you have what's becoming a ABCD pattern as well. All right, you got your A, your B, your C, and down here you have your D. All right, so you have that pattern. We also are basing this off of previous support and resistance. All right, this is an area where we know that the market has came to, but has not broke above. Okay, it has not broke above. And what I'm going to do is what I did was I based my analysis off of that. And like I said, the price I got in at 265. So this is where I actually got in. I got in around about right there. I'll turn this color blue so you guys can see it. The blue line is where I actually placed my order at. And if we come back here, you'll see I placed my order at 265 Satoshis back on the 4th, because that's when that's when I did my analysis. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. All right. I bought back here at 265 Satoshis. This is where I bought at right there. And the market currently now is at 238. So what I did was, all right, I know that the market has to come back into this area. All right, the market has to come back in this area. And you probably say, well, why and how do you know that? Well, if we look at previous history, as you can see, the market has tested this once, tested it twice, broke it, and fell back down. So this is telling me that this area in here is a prime optimal trading zone. Okay. Also, the RSI, we are oversold, meaning people are just selling it off, getting rid of it. And then when we put on our Bollinger Band, look where the market is outside that bottom band. With all of those indicators and that technical analysis and coming back here, I'm looking at a 23% gain back into this area right here, which is about the 328. So over here, okay, what I did, I got a sell order. Okay, I got my sell order placed at what? 328. So when the market comes back up to here to 328, it will sell those 664 KBC for a 24% gain in Bitcoin. I'll keep my Bitcoin and I'll wait for the market to come back down and I'll buy in KBC again at a lower price, and I'll wait for it to come back and do my technical analysis again, and I'll look for another exit. And I just keep doing that, building my Bitcoin that way. So that's why I wanted to show you guys that it did fill, and I'm waiting for this order to fill. It's not filled yet. So when the market hits 328 Satoshis, KBC Bitcoin, it'll automatically trigger. It'll sell off these, and you'll see my Bitcoin over here. So now I've made a profit in Bitcoin. So that's how I do that on that end. With KBC, like I said, I use Karatbars International totally different than what 99% of the people are doing. Okay, I just, it's something I'm good at. It's what I like to do. Not saying that anything is wrong with other way people are making money within Karatbars, which is a dope way, leverage and building a team and all that. It's just that it doesn't take me to talk to anybody or do anything, and I can make just as much money all day doing this. And not everybody wants to do that, and I understand that. But this is just something that I do. And that's another thing. The beauty of Karatbars is that there's so many ways to make money in Karatbars. that a lot of people just don't notice. But another thing, so enough about that. So that's what that is. So I'm waiting for the market when KBC hits 328 satoshis. I'll definitely what's going on, brother Chow Bay? What's going on, fam? When KBC hits 328, as you can see, here's my order right here. It's in 328 satoshis. When it hits that, I'll get a profit in Bitcoin. But what I really wanted to show everybody too is the major move that Chainlink, okay, had made. All right, let's go to Binance and let's look at Chainlink. All right. And this is one of the major moves that happened this week. I told everyone, I talked to a lot of you about Chainlink, and I was telling you that it was going to make a major move. And as we can see, this thing is exploding. Look at that. Exploding. So I'm not going to get back into Chainlink right now because, again, as you can see, it's overbought tremendously. This is the 70 on the RSI. You know, that's a trigger to tell you that the market is about to come back down. All right. So what I did was I can see that this is previous support. So I'm waiting for the market to come back down into this area. And I could have sworn I set it for here. So when the market, let me go ahead and confirm alert. All right, so yeah, just confirmed it again. So when the market comes back down into here is when I'll look to buy back in because that's the RSI will be then pulled back down in here. If we look at the Bollinger Band, as you can see, it's way outside that upper band. Here's your upper band right here. So I'm waiting for it to come back down into here to see if it'll break and fall back down and consolidate. As you can see, a bull flag is being formed right now, a bullish flag. So usually when the market starts to get closer into this cone, that's when you have a breakout to the up or to the down. But I will come back into here to see when the alarm goes off. I want to see if it's going to break below on the daily chart. So I'll give it a couple weeks. I want to see what it does. If it breaks below here, then I know it's coming back down to this previous support down here. And that's when I'll buy back in and ride it back up for this bull break up here. So that's exactly what I'm waiting for with that. This week just alone, Chainlink did like 15% um in profit. Look at that. I mean, that thing is, and it started back on the 13th of September. So from the 13th of September all the way up to today, which is about right here, the 8th. All right, that thing is just taking off. I mean, so that's something that you should be looking at. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's just see what Bitcoin's doing. All right, let's go BTC US. Let's go USD. Let's look at Bitcoin. See what Bitcoin's doing on Binance. Let's just take a look. BTC. A lot of people don't like Tether. That's fine. So here we have Bitcoin on the daily. Let's take this off and let's blow this up. Take a look. So Bitcoin right now, 81, almost $8,200. All right. And it's starting to come up, starting to take a little thing up, a little move up. It's coming up above that RSI. And with harmonics, we have something what's called a HSI, which is a harmonic strength index. And this is what you want to look for. All right, when you have a harmonic, when it starts to break above, that's usually when your harmonic trigger would trigger. And when I mean harmonic, Okay, we got this right here. We got X to A. All right, let me get this a little bit smaller so you all can see what I'm talking about. We got X to A, X, A, A to B, you got B to C, and then you had this move right here. That's one move right there. Okay, so you had a bearish move to the bottom. You had a move up. All right, let's see if we can find another one to see what Bitcoin. We can find another move here. All right, let's see what we got here. So you got X to A, A to B, you got B to C. So you got a deep crab forming here. All right, let's see if we got some previous history on that. You got a deep crab forming there. Let's just see if we had some previous history there. And as we can see, let's make this yellow. All right, and this is the beautiful thing about testing. All right, you see where our D is. So we have a good chance. A M usually, this is what's called a bullish. All right, you got high, low, high, low. So you got high, low, high, low. So think of it like steps. High, low, high, low. And as we look back where D is, we see that the market has came down and tested this area before. All right. So let's just see, pull up our, let's go X to A. All right. And if we look at our 50% mark, which is here, all right, this is where we have some action where it's bouncing off this 50% mark. All right. So this is why over here, I'm selling my KBC for Bitcoin because this Bitcoin is looking very bullish right now. It's looking very, very bullish to me. And it's looking bullish to a lot of people. That's why a lot of people are, you know, if we take our support here, then we take a trend line, go to our trend line, and let's just go from here. And we're going to bring it, take our trend line, and let's just bring it up this way. All right. Touching the top of that. We have a bull flag. Here's the bottom. So if this was the pole, the flag is going that way. All right. This is your pole. This is the flag. This is what's called a bull flag. Let's just make this a little thicker. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay. See how this is forming? And the closer that the market starts to come in, because eventually, all right, it's going to come all the way down in here. All right, like that. So as this market gets closer and closer into here, that's when you usually have your breakouts to the upside. All right. The closer it gets into here, this is when you have this movement right there. This is what's called a bull flag. And the closer it gets in here, that's when you have your breakout to the upside. And you know, a lot of the indicators here are starting to show that. Down here, your RSI is coming up. Okay. But again, this is just an analysis. This is what I'm looking at. So I'd rather be prepared. I'd rather sell off KBC over here that's very underperforming, less than 2 cents, where I know I can buy back in later. I'm not going to miss like a massive $10, $20 gain over here with KBC. Um, I can leverage that as a stable coin, buy a whole bunch of it here, and sell it off for Bitcoin and stack my Bitcoin and get ready for this bull run. Get ready for the bull run. All right. And that's what I'm looking at and looking to do. That's what I've been doing for the forever, for the past 4 or 5 months here, especially with this coin. Um, you know, especially with KBC. I mean, if you just look at the volume, not much volume, and it doesn't matter if it's on here or Caribbean Exchange or any of them. Just not enough volume, not enough people, are buying it like that. And that's a good thing because now we get it for cheap. But my ultimate goal is Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin is, and we're getting close to that 21 million. 85% of all Bitcoin has already been mined. So the closer we get to that 21 million, it's just going to be that much more valuable. It's going to just rocket. So um, that is my take on that. So I just wanted to look at that. So that's why I'm stacking as much Bitcoin as I can. Anything I get, I'm putting it in Bitcoin right now. I'm still, purchasing my altcoins, EOS, those other coins like that. But as far as building that, I'm just trading and swing trading everything for Bitcoin liquidated. And that's one of the reasons too why a lot of the alts are having problems right now. They're not having much movement because a lot of people are liquidating into Bitcoin. So hope this video helped you guys out. Sorry about the last one. I know it wasn't no volume. It was my fault. But yeah, so again, I'll let you guys know the status of KBC when this order fills on here. When my order fills at 328 Satoshis, I'll do another video and show you guys once this order fills, and we'll go from there. So I hope this video was informative, and I'll see you guys on the next chart talk.